Now this video, all about your legs. I'm gonna give you the only 3 leg exercises you need. This is if you're working out at a gym. Now if you're at home, there's a lot of other exercises you can do, but this is for all of you guys that like going to the gym. Now 2 of the ones I'm gonna show you are part of my TriCons that I've incorporated in a lot of my workouts. But the last exercise is gonna be a little unique, something you probably have not done before. Really cool leg exercise, so make sure you check that one out. With that said, the very first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna work the top of the leg. So we're gonna come over here to this leg extension and we're gonna do some of my TriCon leg extensions. I really love starting every one of my leg workouts with leg extensions. Main reason, not only are we gonna generate a lot of blood flow in the quadriceps, but this is one of the best exercises to lubricate your knees. Get some synovial fluid going. A lot of my guys in my coaching program have really bad knees, and me personally, my knees aren't so great either. So I've got to make sure before I do any of my leg exercises that I get a lot of blood flowing through my quads, a lot of blood flowing through my joints, a lot of synovial fluid to lubricate the joints. So one of the best exercises I found to do that is just doing a lot of leg extensions. Now, what we're doing with this one is gonna be my TriCon version. So my TriCon sets, if you haven't seen how to do those, make sure you check out a lot of my TriCon videos. I've got a ton of videos on TriCon exercises. I've got different types of TriCons that I use. And this is gonna be one of my standard TriCons, meaning it's gonna be 9 actual repetitions, 3 explosive reps, 3 isometric holds in the fully shortened position, which for this exercise is gonna be all the way at the top, and then 3 super slow repetitions. 3 seconds down, 3 seconds up. So let me show you what this actually looks like so you know what I'm talking about. So typically what I do, even before I start with my TriCon working set, I will get some extremely lightweight, 10 pounds, 15 pounds, 20 pounds, and go about 25 repetitions. Extremely light, very lightweight, very high repetitions, just to get that blood flowing. Now we're gonna assume you're already warmed up. You've already done 2 warm-up sets like that. So this would be your first TriCon set. So from here, lift kind of explosively, under control, about 3 seconds to lower, explosive, 3 seconds to lower, explosive. So that would be your 3 repetitions there. Now we're gonna do a 10-second isometric hold in the fully contracted, shortened position here. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005. If you're new to doing TriCons, you can start with 2 to 5 seconds with each of these 3. My 10 seconds is more for my advanced guys. Control, 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005. So a good 10 seconds hold, and you're not just going through the motions here and checking out mentally. You wanna put that mind-muscle connection into this. You really wanna make sure you're feeling your quads here contract as hard as possible. Really squeeze these as hard as you can. This exercise, all of my TriCons not only allow you to use less weight, allow you to get a ton of time under tension without damaging your joints, but also allows you to develop a strong mind to muscle connection. So after your 3 holds, super slow, 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004. 1001, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 9 total repetitions. This exercise, again, you've already warmed up, you've already got some blood flowing, you got some synovial fluid in your joints. This one should really be focused on making sure you're feeling the quadriceps firing, keeping a lot of tension in this part of your leg here, the quads. Now that we've got the quads firing, we're gonna do the same type of thing, but for the backside, the hamstrings. For the hamstrings, we're also gonna do TriCon sets. So just like I explained with leg extensions, I want you to do 1 or 2 warm-up sets with really high repetitions. I would prefer you do that here as well. Get an extremely light weight, really focus on a full range of motion, stretch, full contraction at the top, Nice, slow, 20 repetitions, something like that. Get the blood flowing back here. Then we're gonna get into your TriCon leg curls. TriCon leg curls, all the same. We're gonna do the same 9 repetitions here. So basically, it would be more explosive. 3 seconds to lower. Explosive. 3 seconds to lower. Explosive. 3 seconds. Now here, the fully shortened position on your holds is all the way at the top. Really focus on squeezing. Your goal and your mindset here should be getting your heels. Imagine your heels trying to touch your butt, just squeezing your butt. That's your mindset. That's gonna allow you to get a really good deep contraction. 10 seconds if you're advanced. Boom, all the way back up here. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004. Again, you're not just holding, you're actively trying to get your heels to touch your butt, your glutes. That's gonna help really engage your hamstrings. You'll go 10 seconds there, nice full stretch. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005. The other key point is make sure your hips are staying on the pad. When people go way too heavy, you'll see their butt get high in the air. You don't wanna do that. That's gonna put a lot of stress on your lower back. So keep your abs tight and keep your hips pinned. Now your 4 seconds here. 1001, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go. That is your TriCon hamstring curls. So again, you should definitely feel those. Again, you don't need a whole lot of weight when you're using TriCon sets. That's one of the key benefits. The less weight you need to still have active tension on your hamstrings, the safer your joints are going to be. We worked the quads. We worked the hamstrings. We want to make sure we're still doing a compound movement. Anytime you're at the gym, you're gonna have access to a bunch of different machines. Compound movements are multi-joint exercises, meaning a single exercise, a single joint, we're only bending at the knee. That's extending the leg, which is working the quads. When we flex the leg, only bending at the knee, that's the hamstring. Now we want to do a multi-joint, which is going to bend at the hips and the knee. So if you were doing a squat, that's a multi-joint or a compound movement. So the one I am recommending is on the leg press machine. Now I told you it's going to be different. We're not going to do standard leg presses. You're going to use a leg press machine, but you're going to use a concept called 21s. Typically when you hear of 21s, it's people working bicep curls. 21 reps. You're using 7 reps at the bottom of the range of motion to the midline. 7 from the top to the midline, and then 7 full, all the way down, all the way up. Now we're using the same concept for the legs. So this is gonna give you a ton of time under tension. It's gonna allow you to work different portions of your leg, and it's gonna make for a phenomenal exercise because 21 reps is a lot of volume in your legs, which is what you wanna do when you're working your legs. You wanna use a little bit more volume, a little bit more repetition, as opposed to just loading up the leg press. It's going to be better doing 21s than it would if we were gonna just load up this with a bunch of weight plates. At the end of the day, when you constantly lift heavy all the time, it's just gonna lead to a lot of other issues. Overuse on your joints, your central nervous system. So what we're doing is we've already pre-exhausted our quads and our hams with the first 2 exercises, so we don't need to go near as heavy to go ahead and finish off the quads and hams. So with that, we're going to come straight over here. Here's what a 21 is going to look like here. Again, you're using 3 different ranges of motion when you're doing these. We're actually gonna start at the top. We're gonna go from the top, and we're only gonna come down a quarter here. There, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, so what we wanna do now is you wanna go as deep as you can without rounding your lower back. So you want your hips to stay on the pad. You don't want to lift your hips or your butt off. Because what happens then is you're going to actually place more stress on your lower back. So you want to go as deep as you can. A lot of times what you have to do is widen your stance slightly and get your knees out to your sides to give you more clearance. If they're directly over, they're gonna hit your rib cage and you can't go very deep. So what I like to do is go a little bit wider. We're gonna go as deep as we can and then only back up to the midline. It's not a full range of motion on these next 7. So I'm talking you through this, but typically when you're doing the 21 reps, you're just gonna go from the top to the mid, top to the mid, instantly go from the lower to the mid, and then you're gonna do your full range of motion. So here's what this looks like. Lower, halfway, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now you go 7 full range of motion, all the way down, all the way up. All the way down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 21 total repetitions. So again, using those 3 different rep ranges, all the way up, halfway down, then all the way down, halfway up, and then a full range, all the way down, all the way up. It doesn't take very much weight, not only because you're doing high repetitions, but you're doing these after you've pre-exhausted your quads and your hamstrings. And yes, I'm out of breath. It's 100 degrees in my garage. So I just want you to understand, if you can't hear me, I apologize. Breathing through this, talking through the exercises, it's just one of those things that I really want you to get across. I really want to get across how to do them correctly. Don't overload with too much weight. Control the reps, all 3 exercises. Shoot for 3 sets of each of these. You can go 3 sets of the extensions, 3 sets of the curls. If you're new to working out, haven't done a whole lot lately, 1 or 2 sets of the compound movement. The goal being, you're gonna continue to do 3 sets of extensions, 3 sets of curls, but you can eventually go up to 5 sets on the compound movement. 1 or 2 to start. Assess your tolerance. Are you really sore a day or 2 after the workout? If not, add a set. The next time, a day or 2, are you sore? If you're still not sore, add another set. So you can go up to 5 sets with this exercise, and that's gonna make for a phenomenal workout. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you got a lot out of it. Again, I apologize for the breathing, but hopefully you were able to understand me enough so you know what to do within the workout. Thanks so much for watching, and that's all that I got. Get busy, get after it, and God bless.